Send. Hey, it's former pro and current senior editor over at Triathlete magazine. We're in the second installment of my new video series where I take you along on a few training sessions in the final lead up to the Santa Barbara Tri at the end of August. For this second video, I'll take you through a super tough bike/run brick session and an open water swim session that focuses on entry, exits, starts, and the run up to T1. As I'm just over a week to go left in my training, both of these sessions are meant to sort of sharpen the training that I've been doing over the last couple of months. While none are particularly long, they'll both be pretty intense as I introduce more and more race specificity into my training before cutting back to the taper next week. In the description below, I'll not only post the exact workouts and some stats about how I did, but also the gear that I'm using. As the gear editor, I get a lot of cool toys to play with, so I'll try to use as much of a variety of gear from video to video as possible so you can quiz me about anything you see. So be sure to ask me any questions in the YouTube comments sections about me, the training, or the gear you see in the video, and I'll be sure to give an unbiased and honest answer. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see how these sessions go. Hey, we're out here at super sunny Palos Verdes Estates, California. We're gonna do a little bit of a bike to run transition workout, a little bit of a brick. We're gonna go 4 rounds through of 4 minutes at 8 out of 10 on the bike, straight into about 3 minutes, probably about 800 meters of hard 8 out of 10 work on the run with a 2-minute easy spin between. I'll post all these workout details in the comments below. Also, I'm not just trying to channel the Karate Kid here. Since I don't need to wear a helmet on this trainer-bound brick workout, I'm gonna try out this Omnius head cooler I've got on my head. It's meant to use a similar technology as what's in a computer, cooling computer components for your skull. So it's had some good results with some long course pros, and I got a prototype and I'm gonna get to check it out too. So follow along and we'll see how I do. Coming towards the end of the first bike, trying to go at a higher cadence than I would naturally, just because of the video from the last workout. You saw that my upper end cadence is kind of struggling, so I'm trying to work on that today. Biggest thing is really going to be settling in to a fast pace quickly. Once I get onto the run, got about 5 seconds, and we'll start up the first run. Here we go. Yeah, as I expected, that last one was really tough. The run hit me pretty hard. Lungs are hurting, legs are falling apart. I'm definitely kind of in a hole now. I just gotta see if I can pull my stuff together on this last repeat, or if I've completely blown the workout. But we'll see. Whew, definitely starting to drift into the gray zone a little bit, and I get a little out of it. The sun's starting to get to me. Legs completely jello. This run. Oh, let's see what we can do with it. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was really hard. That was definitely all I had. No more left. Probably should have taken more recovery, but sometimes you just gotta gut it out when you're not feeling great. I'll just do a little bit of a cool down, and we'll talk about the workout once I finish vomiting. All right, we're back. A little bit of recovery and now on the cool down. That workout definitely did not go how I expected. The first one felt about how it should. Second one felt just a little bit harder, fine. Third one, okay, you're getting close to the end. Fourth one, the wheels came off completely. I thought I'd find one more gear, one more well I could dig into, was not there. Not much you can do about it at this point in the training cycle. The race is coming one way or another. Best thing we can do is just maybe know my limits a little bit more as I get closer. But you know, that's all I had on the day today. As far as the cooling headband went, it seemed good. It wasn't hotter, I could say that. Probably because I'm on the trainer, you know, it's not getting as much wind over it, which I'm sure is kind of the idea. But when I did take it off at one point between sets for maybe 10-15 seconds, I put it back on and it actually felt like really cold, like almost ice cold. So that's definitely a good sign. I don't know how that works. I'm sure there's some cool science behind it, but I'm gonna wear it a little bit more, get a little more experience with it, and then probably write up a full review for those of you interested, because it is a super interesting idea, and in theory, I mean, it seems like it should work. So we'll keep trying that. But now it's time for some hardcore recovery. This workout really put it into me. So we'll see you at the next one. All right, I'm out here for this morning's open water swim workout down here at gorgeous Redondo Beach, California. Got a little bit choppy conditions, which is fine because I'll probably have that on race day up in Santa Barbara. But I'm gonna do 4 rounds of entry into 5 minutes at about 6 to 7 out of 10. A little bit of a break after an exit, probably about 2 minutes rest. And then back in again for 4. Focus today is going to be about pushing hard through the surf, getting about 20 strong strokes in, and then settling into something kind of close to that 1 mile race pace. Yeah, after yesterday's workout, a little bit fatigued. So just again, going totally off effort, not worried about times or anything like that. Plus with the choppy conditions, who knows? So I'm gonna warm up now and then we'll get it going. All right, so done with the warm up. It was a lot choppier than I thought it would be. The chop and the wind is really starting to pick up here. So I'm gonna end up changing the workout a little bit to go off distance. It'll still probably be about 5 minutes of good push after getting through the surf. And then exiting hopefully right around 5 minutes. But hopefully with the chop out there, I don't need to get rescued by like this guy. So hopefully that's not in my future. But we'll keep checking in as the workout goes. All right, so the first one went pretty well actually. The chop wasn't as bad as I thought. Once I got into that groove, it actually seemed like the interval went by really quickly. Kind of surprised, especially after yesterday. So I'll keep plugging away at the next few, and hopefully I feel as good on the last one as I do on the first. All right, that's it for the swim workout. Still got to cool down a little bit, but all in all, it was awesome. I actually felt better as I went. The choppiness was kind of a pain. Just had to change my stroke a little bit, but that's a good tip for any time you're in big waves or a choppy, windy swim. It's just, you know, work on getting your elbows a little bit higher. You'll have to obviously sight a lot more often, which I had to do today. But once I worked that into my stroke, it actually just kind of became a part of it. So super productive training session. Glad I wasn't dead after yesterday's kind of blow up. But a lot of good things to take away. Feeling a lot more confident, a lot more positive about the race coming up next week. All right, we'll talk to you soon. All right, in this video, we took a look at 2 sessions with high intensity and fairly low rest. In fact, more probably would have been a better idea, and an increase in race specificity. With less than 2 weeks until race day, the major work is done, and it's a matter of simply adding in a little speed and finding out how the body responds to a little push. The bike run brick was 4 rounds of 4 minutes at 8 out of 10, averaging around 270 watts, right into 800 meters, averaging around 5 minute per mile pace, with 2 minutes of easy spinning in between. After reviewing the numbers, the workout wasn't as bad as I thought during it, but I think the run pacing was a little bit too fast and the recovery was a bit too short. In the open water swim, we did 4 rounds of entry into a longer 5 to 10 minute swim, depending on the interval, with 4 rounds of exit into about a 200 meter run. The entries and exits felt a lot better than I thought they would, but I did still struggle a little bit settling into a groove after the initial heart rate burst at the start. This is probably a good indicator that I need to pull back at the gun on race day. Again, just like in the last video, recovery will be key after the brick workout, and a few easier days are on tap before the true taper begins next week. In an effort to keep these videos short and to the point, I won't go into too much detail about each workout, but I'll post the workouts, some stats, and the gear you see in the videos in the description below. So I'm encouraging viewers to ask any questions you might have in the YouTube comments section. I'll try to check back often to give you some inside insight. Until next time, I'm Chris Foster.